If you didn't go through the grieving your unique loneliness phase properly, accepted it, and moved past it knowing that you have to build your character to form something that is right for you instead of settling for what is there for you, you will be looking for things to fulfill you, to fill that void, to fill that emptiness in your heart, that grieving state. That's what teenage depression is. I feel so pretty because it's a girl talk. I decided to balance out the imbalance in my audience. Not that it's an issue, but majority of my audience is male. And they could go watch a theological debate for a change to inspire some thought. So today we're talking about every girly thing that's on my mind. And I'm not going to be talking about, like, how to make sure your arms are smooth. Because I got questions like that after I did Fashion Week. What can I tell you? All those basic hygiene things, figure that out on your own. But what I can do is provide sweet, comfortable, cozy conversation with a teddy bear in my arms. I just want us to get comfortable, get cozy, act like our hormones are balanced, talk about all the things that bother us, because being a woman or a young woman or a girl at this point is a complex experience. I love it. But honestly, this is a hot topic, but I said it before, I would never choose to be a man because I just know that it's harder. I just know that it's a lot more complex. Maybe it's not more complex, but maybe that's what makes it more difficult. That it's so right there and just simple that it's difficult. It's a lot more demanding. That's what I mean. I've been asked about dating and relationships, but honestly, as empathetic as I am, reading those long paragraphs of your relationship drama, it wasn't my dream job. I can't really, I'm just gonna tell you how to do things to prepare prepare the soil for good things to come into your life. This video should be called Focus on Yourself, Girl. And that's what I will be unpacking in this video, from all the different standpoints and angles and paths, how to get to peace of mind, how to grow into the woman that you want to be. This is the girl talk. This whole conversation is inspired by Leela. She's French. I lived with her during Fashion Week. We did Fashion Week together and I lived in her house. And by living with her for a few weeks, I infected her with the Lisa aura. Now she's watching my videos religiously. Understandable, zero judgment. We were messaging today and I shared something with her that is slightly on the... So basically the whole 2-week process, we lived very different lives with Leela. She's a very, how to say, let's put her in, let's categorize this woman. Let's put her in a box. So she's the... I was a party girl and now I'm the it girl. Wow. I'm very judgmental. She is on the liberal feminist side. She's like the cool girl. She's that girl. She's the femme fatale girl. You know what I mean? She's very straight to the point, cutthroat, has an opinion on everything, and knows how to argument stuff. She is an atheist though, which, fixable. Happens to the best of us, a phase that one must just grow out of. I've been sprinkling some love on her soul. Obviously, when girls meet and live together, they discuss things that girls discuss. And that topic was brought up not long after I moved in. We were just laughing. I mean, she was just laughing. I mean, she wasn't laughing really. She was just shocked to know that I never had a boyfriend or anything of that sort. Anyway, that topic was kind of building up. She even commented she's waiting for me to experience romantic love, for me to explore this level of a human experience, to maybe see how I potentially can build on it and how my mind can expand after I experience that, because I'm sure that will be cosmic. The things that I create now and the inspirations that I get now would be triplified, quadruplified. The world has to prepare. I'm gonna touch on it actually. I'm not ready yet. That would just explode the universe. Let's ground for a little bit. I just feel like I'm on a wave that needs to be marinated solo before it can meet something of equal value. Do you know what I mean? Anytime anyone is single, anyone is untouched, anyone is focused, it's not judged necessarily, but could be. It's concerning. It inspires questions, and I feel like it should. I'm not even 25 for you to ask questions. I just turned 19. It's seriously very healthy. It's the norm. But she keeps asking me questions and I'm like, okay, let's actually discuss this. This is interesting. This is psychological. This involves thinking. Let's do it. Obviously, Fashion Week is built around being attractive. What happened there was I met people. She was trying to get information about who I was referring to. My answer, the thing I cooked, inspired this video. The paragraph I replied with. So Leela was basically concerned that I'm afraid of connection, that I'm afraid to get close to someone. That's like, no, girl. It's like a traumatic thing. You have to like dig deep into, like, think about it. You're not letting anyone into your life. You have to experience. You have to, you have to get close. It's not a weakness to feel. And I'm not judging her. It sounds like I'm roasting Leela right now. She was genuinely concerned. She was genuinely concerned for me. She was like, girl, I feel like, it's all cute and stuff, but the fact that you're rejecting anything and everyone that comes into your life in a romantic manner can kind of say something about your trauma. And I'm like, or about my discipline. Maybe. Extremely long story to kick off the video, but it was needed before diving deeper into like men and relationships and dating and thinking about people and infatuation, because it's very important. Girls are mostly the deciders in this situation because men can control themselves most of the time. So as you have the decision factor in who you let into your life, please be very cautious. That's usually what I advise people to do with anything, but when it comes to topics like relationships and dating, we could be even more intentional. Just a suggestion, slight little suggestion. The things it would fix in society if everyone was intentional with how they pick their partner and who they invest their energy in romantically. This is utopia visions I'm having right now. Imagine if everyone did it properly. Whoa. They don't want us to know. They don't want us to know. And people who talk about the Matrix keep talking about attract more girls. How to attract a girl. You are a 6 out of 10 and you want a 10 out of 10. Brother, lock in. The same with girls. I'm literally, this video is going to be called Lock In. Like whenever someone appears in your radar at this age that you're attracted to, which is very, like, it's normal, it's usual, it's hormonal, it's okay, it's healthy. Even when I tell my mom this, she's like, exciting. I'm like, it's not exciting. In fact, it is quite scary. It's very responsible. That's my instant reaction. And it's not like I'm scared of it. I just said it's scary. It's important. It's like, let's sit back. Let's analyze. Let's think. Let's actually properly think about this. And when I told her that, she's like, I don't feel like it's a strength. I feel like it's a fear. And I said, it's a deep intrinsic knowing that I'm doing the right thing. Then I was low-key being too explicit with my descriptions. And then she was like, I felt like it was more about fear of romantic proximity, of intimacy, not of connection. Because, I'm not afraid of connection. I want connection. Yeah, so she said, yeah, you're not afraid of connection. You're a lover girl, but you're afraid of intimacy. Not afraid. Not afraid. That's the thing. The things I could do. I'm definitely not afraid of any proximity of connection or intimacy, but it's rather an intentional choice to resist in a form of strength and discipline to me than fear or trauma response that needs to be fixed. Do you know what I'm saying? So it might sound concerning to some who are used to getting very close to everyone because feeling isn't a weakness. Yes, feeling isn't a weakness, but feeding into every feeling that you have is a weakness, very much so. Oh, I feel like I should eat an entire pizza right now. This feeling isn't a weakness. Acting on this feeling is a weakness. Don't believe like that is a trauma response. I strongly believe it's a very mature response, if anything. I'm gonna touch on loneliness and how to build yourself up before even asking for anything or looking for it, seeking any, like, bro, relax. Who are you to be in a relationship? What are you? Why? Do you? It's like wanting to buy Bitcoin without having money. What are you doing? Why are you trying to invest in something without having any money to begin with? Because you heard that it will bring you money? Well, you will be able to say that you have Bitcoin. Does it bring anything into your life though? Or are you just getting poorer every day? Ooh, deep. And the thing with my high standards, I don't want this to be of one of those videos of Slavic girls with mics and big lips telling you, have high standards. Know your worth. Your potential is endless. You should have a Birkin by 20, not bought with your own money. You deserve this bag. Go get it, girl. Not one of those. I'm just saying my high values and high standards. Why? Not even talking about money. Forget about this. This is obvious for me, but forget about this. I'm talking about values. The high standards that I set for myself have never been earned. I never had a point of in my life where I was like, oh, I'm doing, like, my circle is horrendous. Let's get out of here and build good values to attract people. No, if I felt like something was off, meaning it wasn't of the highest value that was responsive to me, I instantly had no people around me. There wasn't an option for me to be around. Like, I don't know how that happened. My mom never told me this. My dad never told me this. There was never a conversation about, like, if someone treats you badly, you should leave. If someone isn't completely, fully for you, you should leave. No, I was just like, the circle that I'm surrounded with is doing horrendous stuff that is understandable for their age. Okay, like, yeah, canon event. I don't want to be a part of a canon event. So I'm just exiting the space. Natural. We've discussed this multiple times. If you observe degenerate activities, you should know. You should have enough knowledge, enough integrity in you to tell that this is degenerate activity that you're not going to be involved with. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about being different. It's not about being better than any. It's just common sense, I feel like. It was never a choice for me. Anyways, what I'm saying is everything that I put on myself as, like, you have to be this high of a standard. Like, you have to build your life in a way where everything is the best. Because wasting the potential is disrespectful to the human experience. Like, I didn't even fully understand the word God then. I didn't really, like, know or feel. It was an internal thing. So I was like, no, I can't disrespect the potential and the possibilities and the opportunities I was given. I put that standard on me for some reason. No one told. I mean, it does come with perfectionism, unfortunately, and it's draining, but it's fixable. I work on it. If something isn't completely magnifique, I'm not involved. If the food isn't the healthiest food, I'm not involved. If the quality time isn't the most intentional and mindful and soulful and actually from the heart, I'm not involved. If the person who's speaking to me isn't being truthful and I can see it in their eyes and I can feel it, I'm just not going to be talking to that person. If you didn't go through the grieving your unique loneliness phase properly, accepted it, and moved past it knowing that you have to build your character to form something that is right for you instead of settling for what is there for you, if you didn't grieve that, you will be looking for things to fulfill you, to fill that void, to fill that emptiness in your heart, that grieving state. That's what teenage depression is. So when you grow up, this distraction of your choice becomes seeking out a relationship. I'm not calling it a weakness. Seeking love is not a weakness. Wanting love is not a weakness. It's beautiful. It's actually very spiritual. It's divine. It makes my heart tingle. When people fall in love, it's wonderful. But when you're seeking something from lack, we always seek things from lack, to be real with you. Yeah, you don't have something, you want something, duh. But when you are desperate to get something, like you're desperate to get attention, to possibly get a glimpse of someone's reaction or someone acknowledging you or someone telling you something, and I'm not saying it to judge anyone because I'm the same way, but that's when it gets unhealthy. That's when you should be very careful and intentional with what you're doing and why you want things. In this society, when you're young, sexual liberation, whatever the fuck that is, it makes me uncomfortable. It's absolutely disgusting. When I was 16, this opinion wasn't so rebellious and weird and different. But as I was growing up, I understood that not everyone thinks that it's extremely weird to kiss random people at parties. Not everyone thinks that. So I remember when I was 16, I went to my first party. I tested out the experience fully, and I was like, yeah, no. Actually, I'm gonna be regretting this for the rest of my life. That's how bad it went. And then, trigger warning, I got sexually assaulted at that party. That's why we do not attend places that we know that we shouldn't be at. Oh, you're gonna think, yeah, actually, girl, now that you said it, it all makes sense. It is a trauma response. It's not a trauma response, it's a learning response. Yeah, those places are filled with people who have those values. Why are you in this space? If you want to buy leafy greens, you're not going to go to a fruit store because they only sell apples. When you go into an apple store and you only want to buy spinach, someone's going to try to sell you an apple. And if you're weak and not financially responsible because you only brought money for the spinach, you're going to buy an apple. You didn't want an apple. You told someone, I don't want an apple. They still sold you an apple. Why? Because you're weak and you can't allow yourself to be weak. That is weakness. That's not the strength of the beautiful feeling of attraction or intimacy or connection with another human being. That's hormonal weakness. Feminist and strong, and it's your choice, girl, and do everything in your power to stay in control. You're never in control. That is seeking attention. That is filling a void. That's actions that are very irresponsible. I was never afraid of intimacy. I am the most not afraid of intimacy person you can ever meet. But you just don't know that because I choose to not show you. It's like, why would I want to have a bunch of side characters attached to me because I chose to add them to the list of people who I kissed at a random party? Ugh. It's the most disgusting thing in the world. It's the manifestation of weakness. It's what weakness is. Sex and hunger are the most human things possible. And of course, eating a chocolate is beautiful. But eating a chocolate doesn't involve the chocolate being attached to you emotionally, spiritually, mentally. It doesn't involve another human being. So eating a whole pizza by yourself isn't the most disciplined experience in the world, but it doesn't make you a horrible human being with no values and morals. But having a different hormonal challenge in front of you that you actually feel attracted to and buying into that temptation, acting on it, is disgusting to me without any intention of building a future life together. Because I don't think I even have to express it. If you will be engaging with anyone on a romantic level, it shouldn't be in any other way but to build a family together in the future. So why would I ever engage with anyone romantically with this empowering feeling of experiencing deep human connection with a person that I'm attracted to without ever seeing us build an empire together? Not just ever seeing. Yes, you can see yourself build a family with a bunch of people. Of course I feel attracted to people. I forgot the exact meme that I want to relate this conversation to, but there's this meme about like, yo, I'm in love with 6 different people every day. I don't remember the joke in it, but you get what I mean. Like, people tend to have a lot of people that they're attracted to at the same time. I never experienced that, actually. I grade levels of attraction. Let's say this is being attracted to someone, this is liking someone, and this is loving someone, which is only full relationship purposes. Like, we're not crossing this boundary without getting involved in a family unit. Attracted to is like anyone that you feel like would be a potential match, but you don't know them, so you're like, yo, this is swipe right, essentially. Okay, swipe right is a good way to put it. So I have experienced a few swipe rights. They are extremely rare, and out of those few swipe rights, I've only like super liked 2. The only difference between the 2 is my soul chooses. It's not even like me super liking someone because something. Like, I can't even put an argument on that. It's something that happens when, I apologize for verbalizing it horribly wrong, but if I get swiped right back, meaning someone is clearly attracted to me as well, and my body's response isn't immediate disgust, then I like this person. Because usually what happens, usually what ends up happening, I'm attracted to someone. This man is amazing, beautiful man. But if I feel like they like me and my mind's and body and soul's response is, oh, It's, I know that there is absolutely no potential, like internally, deeply, subconsciously, I have already decided that there is absolutely no point or chance or potential or anything going on there. And that's why I feel disgusted. Because who do you think you are? It's like with chocolates. It does work like that with chocolates. Use the chocolate analogy. It does work. Just stay disciplined, stay focused, stay locked in. You got way broader visions, and I haven't quite figured out. But the reason why I stay alone and celibate, even while knowing that I have all of those things, isn't just because, oh, there is no opportunity out there. Questionable. There are opportunities everywhere. I could change this story with a few clicks if I really wanted to. But why I'm not doing this is because I'm not interested in anything that doesn't involve a family unit being in the front of it as a goal and as a priority. So up until the point where I know that I can provide the value that I know I deserve to receive, I will not entertain anything else. I hope the sentence made sense. It's like I realize that I'm high value, but I'm not high value enough to the high value that I want. You know what I mean? Can we actually wrote a full script a few days ago, like praying on it and all of that, like a full on visualization, yearning, and imagining scenario thing. And I realized that everything that I know that I deserve, everything that I know that I want, I'm genuinely not there yet. I don't have the full understanding of myself. I don't have the full trajectory of my growth, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't have everything figured out before something beautiful comes into my life. Of course not. But there's so much more growth to be experienced, and there's so much more to be done and created before I can experience something that I know that I deserve. My energy is simply not there yet to energetically equate to the energy that I want to see in front of me. You know what I mean? The person that I want to see with me is still, like, I'm still not there, you know? It's something so beautiful that I know that I need to wait a little longer because I'm not, I wouldn't be able to match that right now. That's how fucking high standards I am. Like, there's so much more to be done before I can indulge in building a family, before I can sit back and enjoy it, you know? I will just work and enjoy the process of getting there and having fun and exploring and learning and studying and staying uncomfortable, I guess, and being present and making art and making friends. I'm not that person yet, so why would I ever expect someone to be that person, like, with me, if I'm not that person yet? Do you know what I mean? It's not that I'm not enough, it's that I'm not enough for the vision that I want, so I'm gonna make myself enough. Yeah, that's very rational in my opinion. The most unconventional girly talk I hope you watched, because it's true. It's not no girl drama or boy drama. It's just straight facts. You know what you need to do, and you are very distracted from not doing what you need to do. Maybe because you are tired, maybe because you have circumstances, environments, and people telling you what you should be doing with your life. The most empowering thing you can do is avoid distractions and focus. Meditate and write and create more than you consume, and find your truth. Find your way to the truth, because it's a lot more peaceful like that. It's a lot more peaceful when you know what you want, when you know why you want something, when you know why you're doing something, when you wake up in the morning and you have a reason, when you have a goal, when you have a vision for your life. It's actually a lot easier like that. It might be boring to some people, and I might sound like Jaden Smith sometimes when I talk, because I talk about what matters to me, and I want to see more fulfilled families. That's actually the most inspirational thing to me. When I see a family that works, what else would you need? That's like slowly building a utopia, one person at a time, one focused woman at a time, one focused man at a time. We got this. I believe in us.